Hello, and thank you for tuning into the Europoor Podcast, where we talk about weird news and funny news from around Europe. And today I'm joined by Longneck Horia. Hello.
Oh,
Hello. That's the echo from the long neck. And the other wonky eyed dude, Gabriel. Hello.
hi.
Hi.
I'm blinking at you without me wanting to actually do that. So it's just my left eye.
All right. It's a beautiful eye. Today we have news from
Half
half eye. Yeah. Today we have news from Belgium. That's from my side. An article from Portugal. A bit of history from the UK, which is gonna be smack at the end, I guess. And then we have news from Turkey and a bit of news from Bulgaria and Netherlands as well. And as customs are in these parts, we're gonna settle who goes first with a small game of rock, paper, scissors. And I'm gonna do the countdown with a go. Mr. Gabriel, it's a with a go.
It's the final countdown. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na.
So it's after the go, okay?
So it's with a go. It's after
With a
the
go.
go. Okay.
Okay.
I'm always used to with the go. Like
Yeah, that's why I
Because I have-
specified it because we had some problems in the past.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
very
mean-
farted.
it sounds like you are one sentence away from saying because you're retarded.
I'm not saying that. You
Yeah,
just
it just
might
implied that you fucking bitch. Okay.
you just might be a bit special and slow. It's okay.
Okay, I'm specially abled. Okay.
Yes, you are. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Rock.
Paper.
Big.
What?
He said big. He said
Big.
big beats everything. Fuck your paper and your scissors. Big.
I wanted to say bitch. Right in the middle of it. I don't know what the fuck.
Brain died. No chance.
I phrased out again.
So it doesn't matter if it's with a go or without a go.
So I have 3 options. A, B, C. I'm gonna say bitch. Okay. So you lost. Congratulations. You don't get second
Lost.
chances.
Yeah, the rock beats the bitch.
Really? I mean, anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough, so the bitch can beat the rock.
But
No.
is she though?
But you didn't say bitch, you said big, which is an abstract concept, and you lost. So you begin. Okay?
It's a what?
Don't bring none of that bullshit.
Of that bullshit. Okay. Okay.
Okay, tell us.
So I'll start because the last one I want to keep it and have a debate around that one. It's from Bulgaria. The first one is from the Netherlands. It's a very short one. I don't have specifics. I can't detail too much on it. I've tried to look for it, but I just this is all that there is out there for this one.
It's a
So
mystery.
it sounds so, yeah. So it reads like this: 13-year-old boy and 6 more suspects arrested for curfew riots. Okay. So okay. One of the arrested is suspected of sedition in Den Bosch. I think Den Bosch is like a neighborhood or a district in Rotterdam, I believe.
Okay.
But I might have got it wrong. And another 6 suspects have been arrested in Eindhoven. And they're suspected of looting the Jumbo supermarket in the station building. Okay. Vandalism, theft from a car, and throwing stones. Sounds like a GTA kind of mission. Now, here comes the funny part, the one that I wanted to have more about, to be honest. The suspects are between 13 and at this 35 years old.
So it could be anyone.
It's like, how the fuck can a group of people with a range between 13 and 35 years old end up looting a jumbo supermarket, vandalism, theft from a car, and throwing stones?
So it's like the suspects are between toddler and corpse age. So,
Basically.
report everyone, report your dad, report your grandpa, report your baby, fuck them all. But
It was a family, man. It was a family, cousins and everything. And they took the little one with them. Come on, they have toys there. Come on.
they have Kinder.
But yeah, Jumbo isn't like the one we have here in Romania.
I think it is. Yeah.
I haven't looked into that, but it
I
might
think
be.
it's like half toys and then half useless shit that you use around the house. Well, not useless, but it's like cheap stuff.
Made by Chinese
Yeah, you
people.
can find Jumbo Supermarkten. Let's see if it's the same logo. Access denied on this server. You don't have permission. It's not me that was there, okay? I know I'm like in between that range, but
You
it's
are.
not me.
Yeah,
It
you
was
fit the
you.
group. you fit the
Yeah,
age
it's
group.
the same. So
You're
yeah,
a
Jumbo.
suspect.
What the fuck are they selling there? I mean, I've only been there twice, and I've always ended up with a lot of shit that I didn't need. Actually,
Yeah, that's what
like
happens.
fucking shit, this place. Because the catchy things with this place is that it's like a circuit. From the moment you get in, you don't just go out. You have to get through the entire store like a circuit. Around
Yeah.
the shelves to get it
It's
off.
basically IKEA.
Yeah.
But this time with useless Chinese shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
more or
Fun
less useless because you can
masks,
find some
toys.
cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Because we know that everybody buys something from them.
Yeah. But I think in Belgium it seems there's another sort of a toy store that's Jumbo. It's only toys. It's not the same one we have here. It's like they have puzzles, games, learning, arts and crafts. And they also have a
Okay.
section for 12-plus-year-olds. So that's maybe why he went in.
I
Was
think
13. She was like, man, I'm going to get that puzzle for free. Fuck him.
no.
Fuck the system.
I have another theory. So the whole family gathered, and the little one, I just want toys. Okay, we're gonna get them, but they didn't tell him how they're gonna get them.
Well,
Oh.
Christmas came early, little Timmy.
Timmy, nothing's for free in this world, okay? You're
Unless
gonna
there's a
learn that
riot.
with the price of your freedom, okay? You're gonna get your goddamn puzzle. I'm telling you, Timmy, you're gonna get it.
Yeah. In the shower, Timmy.
But I don't wanna go in the showers. Don't worry, you're not gonna be alone. I'm gonna be there with you. I'm gonna steal a car or some bullshit.
And I wonder if they stole toys. Why would they?
If it's a
throw
toy
rocks?
store,
Yeah, but why
No,
would they
I mean, that's
throw
the thing
rocks
that-
at the building?
look,
No, there's not enough details. That's why.
we're speculating here,
Yeah.
We're
I
alternative facts.
differently abled.
We're doing the alternative facts here, reporting live from Belgium. Why were they rioting in the first place? Do we know that?
He doesn't say no.
Okay, so it's like a daily occurrence over there, just riots in the street.
No. In Greece, there are, man. I just found.
I wanna check something though.
You don't get to check anything.
You get to shut the fuck up.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but also no. How was that meme?
Yes,
Well,
but
yes, but actually no.
I mean, they were throwing rugs because they were rioting, and if you're gonna riot and destroy shit, you might as well steal something. At least that was the case in the US when that happened.
Yeah, but I've seen some piece of news from the US when the riots are happening or something, and the conspiracy was that somebody actually planned that, and then at every corner of the street there was like a pile of I don't know, bricks just laying there, and they showed pictures
I
about.
wouldn't trust any conspiracy from the US because they said the snow in Texas is fake. So
Yeah,
do
no.
you remember that guy Alex Jones? Alex Jones, I
yeah,
think
the
he's
frogs
still
are gay.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
frogs. They're putting substances, whatever, in the water. They're turning frogs gay. So like,
You're a
and
fake
this
and
guy
a
is pretty
fraud.
popular. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy is pretty popular. They call me a
Popular.
rapist and a recluse. I'm not a recluse. Okay, that's Mike Tyson, by the way. I love Mike Tyson.
Your idol. Okay, yeah.
And I love him. I love him.
know.
The guy is he was huge, man, as an
Okay.
athlete. But
Okay. Stop.
anyway,
Stop. Stop heavy breathing
I'll
into
stop.
the mic. Holy shit.
I love
Tyson.
I love him.
He's a mouth breather.
Oh my god, he was so huge. Oh, Mike.
Man. No, as an athlete, I mean, he was huge as an
As a
athlete,
friend.
you know.
As a step athlete, no.
Like, if you're looking at him, I can't see any other boxer to make it feel like there's a fucking truck coming at you at full
Inside
speed.
of you. Coming at full speed.
About this inside of you, man. The guy he was a nutcase. Because at some point, I don't know exactly, he was in a press conference that I don't know the exact question, I don't remember it, but he just gets up and gets to the journalist over there, and his bodyguards are just stopping him, and he was just screaming, come and say it to my face, motherfucker, I'll fuck you till you love me. Say it to me like a man. And I was like, fucking shit, bro, this is the worst nightmare, you know. It's the worst thing that you can experience at your job as a journalist, having Mike Tyson to be pissed off and he's
Screaming
coming
in
at
your
you.
face.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, the riots, man.
Yeah. Welcome to the Boxer Podcast.
Podcast. Let me pound you.
Let me pound you.
And then what did Bulgarian friends do?
Andrew, I mean, I just
Leaked.
SWAT. Swatted.
I meant big.
I'm
gonna censor that.
Censor that.
Gonna be
so
swatted.
that's gonna be censored. Basically, I just said his last name. You don't wanna look for
Don't
him.
encourage
He's
it.
really ugly. I won't encourage it. What did I want to say? Fuck, I phased out again. I forgot.
Brain dead. Go for the next piece of news.
The next piece of news. Let me just open my laptop.
Very good podcasting, guys.
9 out of 11.
Oh my god.
It's like that. Oh my god, was like, it's like you felt that if there's a chance that this would reach the US at the very same moment, that's where it would be off.
Yeah, that's what it
And gone.
ends.
That's what it-
Deleted.
Cancelled.
Cancelled. Oh my god. If the
So-
dude can say that the frogs are gay, we can make a nice little joke. It's
Yeah, but he's American. You fucking bitch.
okay.
Yeah, fucking USA, motherfucker. You don't get to
He
spell.
brain farted again.
You don't get to say 9 out of 11. We just killed Bin Laden, like fucking 7 years ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well done, John. Thank you.
go-
What did you do? What did you
Go
do in
all
that
the way
process?
to the east.
I was eating at Red Lobster. Okay, John.
Go
Okay,
all the
so
way
this
to
one-
the east. All the way
this
to
one-
the east.
All the way to the east. It's like you feel like you're, just losing money or something. I can feel the pain. Please go all the way to the east. I have kids. I don't want them to starve. I don't want them to start curfews in Den Bosch.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to rob toy stores to survive. Holy
Jumbo.
shit. Jumbo. I'm sorry, Jumbo. We have to.
We gotta.
We gotta.
We got it.
Okay, continue, please.
So,
Please, I'm begging you.
We're gonna have to. You what?
I'm begging you.
Nah,
Nah.
but I'll continue. Because I said so, not because you
Okay.
asked.
Hmm.
It's all about the family.
Yeah. in Den Bosch. Anyway, so this one we're gonna debate. I'm curious what your thought on this one. Now, for anyone who's listening, first of all, thank you. Really, really do appreciate it. And for what's next, none of us have kids, so it can't be. We can't really, correlate or whatever, be on the same page as the persons we're gonna discuss about, because we don't have kids. But at least I guess we can talk about it.
What are we
So
dealing with?
this comes from Bulgaria. Parents rebel against online learning, and I know this is one of the hot topics around the pandemic in a lot of countries. So it goes like this. Niko Bozankov from United Parents, which is like whatever, what's the name of it?
United Parents.
United Parents. It's a what is it in English?
What?
ONG. It's like a
Non-profit organization.
non-profit organization, and it's called United Parents. Said on the air of the show Hello Bulgaria on Nova. Nova, I guess it's a radio station or TV, whatever show, that they want normal classes. We don't like everything about distance learning. We want a normal learning process, whatever the situation. It is so to the detriment of children. We insist that the on-site training must continue. Okay. And these gaps are getting bigger. So he was talking about whatever, learning in class versus learning like online versus offline, and the gaps of being able to absorb information. And these gaps are getting bigger. I agree that there is a peak in morbidity, but what is the logic of the restaurants, malls, almost all areas, the subway, which is crowded, but in fact the blame is shifted to the students? I think that there's a problem with the translation here. So I think the argument was,
Did
that
I just
everything.
have a stroke?
What?
I think I just had a stroke when you read that.
What?
It's like you said restaurants and then subway station, and then they blame it on the students.
I mean, that's this guy's argument. I don't know what's the situation there. I didn't do my homework. Haha, no pun intended. But he's saying that restaurants, malls, almost all areas, the subway is crowded, and they're still open. I mean, I get the subway part, but the restaurants and malls. Okay, but in fact, blame goes to the students in the way that they can't get back to school. Remember that education is part of the national security of the. Remember that education is part of the national security of the state. Okay.
I mean, it is in the long term.
You're terrible at it. Anyway, it's not that you're better, but it's just that they're worse, so that's bad. The chairman of the Association of Directors in Secondary Education, Asen Alexandrov, commented on the situation as follows. There will be no mass boycott of parents. This will happen to a very small number of children. There is no doubt the face-to-face training is better, but all this is happening all over the world, not only in our country, which is a fair point. And he was also, as an argument, pro-argument for this, he was saying that we also have one of the highest quality in online classes because of the quality of the internet that we have, which again, it's an argument in these parts of the world. We do have, I mean, it's the only thing that we have actually that's working, I guess, properly. It's the it's speed of the internet. And in many countries, again, he was continuing, this guy, in many countries in Europe, learning is done through pre-recorded lessons compared to, how they're doing it live in Bulgaria. And he says that about 100 teachers have lost their lives in the past year. And the distance learning is, undoubtedly more difficult. But, it's something that everyone has to deal with at the moment. So I was thinking about is because, in Romania, I've heard about this, and I've heard some arguments in the UK as well. In a conversation with someone I know, I've heard that, there's also these conversations in Germany as well. So my thinking is, to be honest, I don't know which side to take. Because on one hand, I get the parents that, they're like, we want our children to get back. And this bullshit argument, to be honest, from my perspective, I think it's a minority of them that actually really want their kids to get back to school. Because of the gap in the learning.
No, because they can't stand their kids.
I was getting there. That's why I was saying I think there's a minority that's actually really thinking about, the effects on kids in terms of the gap they get and, how hard it is not to see your friends, especially as a kid. I mean, it's hard for you as an adult to understand what the fuck's going on, but a kid. Then I think the large majority, it's a mix of, those factors that they just made kids because everyone else was doing it, or those factors that are actually making kids because, they're thinking it's going to be a patch on a fucked up relationship and they end up with a responsibility together with some fucktard or some bitch that they're hating in the first place and they end up with a kid.
The amount of hate, holy shit.
That's the truth. I know
quickly.
I know a lot of these guys. And I'm like, because
report the news.
Well, but that was part of, providing you with all the background to debate, right?
Okay, thank you.
So there's a majority.
We needed a context for his hate.
What's your argument? Where would you side with this argument? Do you think if you would have to decide, let's say tomorrow, that the kids are getting back to school, or they will continue, doing online classes? What would you pick?
I'll pick online too, man. Because it's been like a year. Actually, it's been a year from since our lives changed, but we did like our lives. So basically, this pandemic has to stop. And if the school needed to be closed for it to stop, then that's what we should do. It doesn't, every country does that. Every country has its schools closed. So why a group of probably 50 dumb parents, we know that the classes are face to face, let's say it, but we can't do that right now. So we face the situation, and then when it stops, we can get back to our lives. But no,
I was also thinking, because going on their argument, their argument was including. So there were two things in their argument. One of them was the gap. The second one was the the fact that malls and restaurants are still open. So I would say in terms of the gap, yeah, I think it might be the
Look,
case. I think it.
It's a thing here that when you send your kids to school, it's not the same that you're going in the mall or going at a restaurant, because
Exactly.
at school they're kids. They're gonna hug
Exactly.
each other. They're gonna spit in each
Exactly.
other's faces, because that's what kids do. They cough in your mouth if they can. They won't give a flying
Exactly.
fuck. They're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
that's
hey, it's my friends. I haven't seen them in 1 fucking year. Let me hug everyone. You're not gonna go out in the mall and start hugging random people, or just cough in their face. So it's not the same thing.
unless it's the US.
Also true.
Even
Banned.
that,
They did that
the
in the US. I mean,
classrooms
there
are.
was this lady that actually did that.
We're
But-
not surprised by this,
Yeah.
but okay. And then my point was the classrooms are a lot smaller rooms than a mall or the restaurant, so
Yeah.
that's why the virus can spread easily, because if two kids just cough in a classroom with 20 kids, let's say,
Mhm.
and then they stay there for like I don't know, 5 to 6 7 hours, and then of course all 20 of them are gonna be infected. So yeah, but in the mall you just walk in and then take a look for 20 minutes 30 minutes, and then you walk out, and then
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was saying, that there are two major arguments that they have. Is the gap, which I don't disagree with.
yeah, but
I don't
this is the
disagree with that, but then-
situation we're in.
And the
I
gap,
mean,
the second, say part of the argument was about these small, restaurants that are open, but then
Yeah.
schools, they have to stay at home, and it's exactly what you said, because it's like, yeah, but these are fucking kids. They would actually spit on one another. Do you understand that? They don't fucking care. It's not that they don't fucking care. They're not developed enough to understand why they should care, let's say. You can't
Yeah.
exactly explain to a kid. I mean, you can, and maybe he's going to follow what you're saying. But then that doesn't mean that there might be other kids that they wouldn't follow what they're saying. I mean, even look at adults. Not even adults can fucking respect the rules of a lockdown.
Yeah, and
What do you
it's-
expect from some kids?
You even as an adult, you can also forget sometimes, and just touch something and then put it the hand on your face.
absolutely.
And a kid is more prone
Absolutely.
to do that. He's not gonna think,
Absolutely.
oh
So that's
shit,
why-
I'm
that's
not
why-
gonna touch this.
That's why, to me, they just sound like, guys that they're just sick of staying with their kids at home. And yeah, I guess don't marry and don't fuck and don't put children into the world if you're not capable of raising them. How about that?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, the hate just got out again.
Yeah, he had to go there.
Yeah, he
The
got it.
hate. But I don't get it, man. It's like, why does the kid have to suffer because you're fucking stupid? That's the thing that I
don't know. I don't agree with the shit they're trying to pull. I see it
Yeah,
as a ploy to just get the kid off their hands. They're like, fuck off.
yeah.
I'm sick of your shit 24/7. Just let me fucking breathe for a minute.
I get their argument with the gap, but
Yeah.
everybody has it. I mean, every kid in the fucking world has a gap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just yours.
But my kid is special.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This you just fucking trigger me.
Oh
bro,
my god,
because-
no, stop,
Fucking
please. Contain
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, let me no.
I don't want to go to 2 hours podcast.
Let me tell you this story, man. Do you remember that? Do you
Oh
remember
my
that,
God.
that story about here in Romania that there was a school? I don't remember where the fuck was it. So there was a school, and in their classroom, there was one of the classrooms. Sorry, there was a classroom, and in this classroom there was a kid with special needs. He had autism, I believe.
Mm.
And they were about, I think they were about 24, if I remember right. So basically, this kid, he had autism. He couldn't be, entirely integrated. So he had like lack of attention. Sometimes he would distract others during class and so on. So what did the others do? Not talking about the kids because they're kids. I'm talking about the parents of the other kids. These dumb fucks, they basically rioted in a way that actually went to the school principal and told them that, you either get this kid out of our class, or we're gonna get our kids out of our classroom. And I was like so fucking rage, like fucking dumb shits, what kind of kids are you raising, you fucktards?
Yeah.
You know what? You're gonna get it your way. If this kid with special needs is disturbing, you fucking shit, I would fucking get all of you out of that classroom.
Yeah. I would kick them myself, like fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Can like take your little shits and go into shitland.
Exactly. Can go fuck yourself.
Off. Under shit. It's like
Su merda, I think.
Su merda, yeah. Su merda.
Yeah, and it enraged me. I was like, fucking shit, this guys.
That's bullshit. It's like you're teaching your kid to be a goddamn fuckface.
Yeah, exactly. You're teaching your kid, to be a fucking self-centered
compassion. Cunt. What the fuck is that? We don't do that here.
But I mean, it also goes hand in hand, at least here in Romania.
There are dumb people everywhere. So
some other countries. No, I want to say that it goes hand in hand with, there's not an open conversation around mental health, especially here. I mean, in Western countries, there's more of a awareness around depression, anxiety. Let's say they're more comfortable into exploring these discussions, let's say, or more aware of it. But here it's like mental health, psychologists say it's a psychiatrist.
That's the devil.
That's the devil. Yeah, get them to church. They're gonna seek the depression out. They're gonna cure, the depression out of you with the power of God up your ass. Okay.
I heard a joke recently that it was like a young guy blaming older guys like 50 plus years, and they somehow he told it like we didn't have depression before, we just call it we're sad. And then he also said, because you didn't know shit. And when women have breast cancer, how do you call it? Itchy tits.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, and then he finished by saying that okay, if you don't agree with this, so stop using our 2021 medicine.
Yeah, we didn't have depression back then. We had crippling alcoholism. That's not depression.
And people used to be just to 35, used to live only to 35, and they were called old.
I have lived to the ripe old age of 35. I've eaten 2 berries once. It was awesome. I've lived a full life.
The 2 berries shit.
2 berries and Tyson apple. It was amazing.
Amazing.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're done with Bulgaria and their stupid shit.
Bullshit.
We now move to other stupid bullshit.
I was just thinking, because I was the one responsible today with our section of learn how to swear in different countries if you ever get those places and you want to swear them when you walk down the street.
I think we can leave this part of the podcast at the end, because it usually is funny.
Okay.
Usually.
This wasn't okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was, but
Blasted.
we-
It's simple as that.
We
It
know
was,
what-
but let's move on.
No, I mean, we know from last time. We know from the last time what happened, so that's why I'm telling you to keep it from
let's keep it
Yeah,
for
yeah,
last.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, Andrew, you go or I go?
Because I lost. Shut the fuck
Okay.
up. I have to beep that again. Fuck
You
you.
have to. You have more editing.
Fuck off. All right. So it's my turn because I lost. You said paper and I said cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said big.
You said big.
What?
Yeah, the
said
dumbest rock, paper, scissors game ever.
I said cock, while at the same time I said big. Dude, do you remember that movie with dude? You have whatever tattooed on your back, dude, and you have this like big dick.
Stop smoking, my man.
No, I'm
Bad
not.
for you, man.
He's not
I
smoking. He's
quit.
high on
I
life
quit.
and diabetes.
I quit for 3
He's
months.
high on insulin.
Okay, so I went to Belgium, and I have two short and nice and easy pieces of news from Belgium. Also, an article from the Portuguese, which is more like relationship advice, because what would this podcast be without stupid shit from the internet? Which is some of the stupidest shit I've read in the last, 2 weeks. And then we have a piece of history from 1672, all the way from the UK, from the great empire itself.
Yeah, fucking weapon.
I'm just gonna keep it at that because it's something exquisite.
Oh, it's bonkers.
It's bonkers, mate.
We have
bonkers.
these bits and bobs, rats and mice. That's how. That's how. I mean, the manager on our team in the UK. That's how she said. About these deals. These bits and bobs. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
I thought you were gonna have a stroke there for a second.
Rats and mice. Okay. Whatever the fuck that means.
Back to the country of French fries, which is Belgium. The first article.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let me do one joke first, because like a couple of years ago when the France attacked Syria with planes, and then the Americans did a very nice jokes, American joke. They didn't call French fries anymore in the US. They were called freedom fries.
Fucking shit. Steaky, do you want some freedom?
Freedom fries.
Exactly.
Freedom fries.
I just remembered it.
You just put them in like a Nerf gun and you just shoot them, Freedom.
I just remembered this joke when you said French fries, so that's why.
Oh man, fucking burgers. Okay.
Freedom fries.
Freedom fries per eagle. Okay, I'm gonna read the title. Belgian man says push-ups prove his innocence in road rage dispute. I'm gonna ask you to guess, how the fuck does this happen?
So, so in a crash, like on a highway or something like this?
There's no crash, I think. I didn't.
Like a road accident. Like
it's like road rage when something almost happens and then you start, swearing
doing
at each other.
I think I might have an idea. The other girl, guy, whatever, whoever allegedly he fought with, maybe they were accusing him of punching them or something, or don't
Mm.
know. Actually, it
Mm.
doesn't make sense because I was thinking, that he was able to prove that he's skinny, that he couldn't have provided that level of damage.
You're there, but in reverse. So
What do you
basically,
mean?
What the fuck do you mean in reverse?
in
He was
reverse,
the one that punched, or
it's basically your idea, and you raise it, square to -1, whatever you call it in English. Like
fuck what?
the reverse card. It's basically he said the man was accused of punching another driver in a road rage
Okay.
incident from 2018, something which the defendant says he clearly did not do, because if he did, that man would have been badly hurt. So it's basically he was saying, I am too strong, because if I did, that dude would have been dead.
And
I
he
did
made
not do
push-ups
it. I did
just to
not.
prove it.
Exactly. This dude
Yeah.
did one-handed push-ups in the middle of the Ghent court.
Fucking shit, that's what a weird flex, man.
Weird
Fucking
flex,
shit.
but
You see this fucking monster here? You see it? You see it? I could have fucking killed you, fucking bitch. Stop accusing me. Get the fuck out of here.
Just
with this
imagine the
phony
courtroom. Let me show you this.
Yeah.
Then the
But
guy just one-handed
defendant is asked to answer to this. He just gets over there. I'm gonna
Any
answer.
the defendant. Any last words? Yeah, check this out.
If I did punch that guy, he would have been dead.
You
Oh, miss
have
me.
been-
Miss
It
me with
reminds,
that
it reminds
shit.
me of that milk, lawyer whispering to me, say not guilty, me, hot milky.
If I
Fucking hell, what a
if I would have punched him, I would have been in a trial for murder, not for the road rage.
do you imagine the guts of this guy getting in front of a
That's big
fucking-
dick energy. That's
I swear, yeah.
The judges, the judge up there, you punch this dude. Nah.
Dude,
I don't
he's
wanna
still
murder
breathing.
him.
Look at him. Can you look at this monster biceps? If
Do
I
you
would
see
have
this
touched
gun?
him? Exactly.
those guns.
Those guns. I imagine him flexing, ripping his shirt like, check this shit out.
Bonjour.
and doing
Bonjour.
that with that shit with his chest,
Yeah.
and does it. Oh my god.
So that was the stupid shit from
One-
Belgium.
One-handed push-ups.
Can you imagine, man? Like, what defendant? What I mean, I don't know the exact words. Like, defendant, what's your defense? I guess. And he's just getting up and getting in the middle there of the room. This is my defense. He would have been dead with his guns, but he's not.
Have you seen these guns before?
Yes, absolute mad lad.
Yeah. Fucking shit, bro.
Next up, still in Belgium, this time a woman, a Belgian woman, 89 years of age, found guilty of murdering her best friend, 93.
Fucking
Because
shit.
what? Because she walked faster or something like that.
Man, but I mean, imagine for how many years. Imagine the level of commitment of this woman, man.
Yeah, basically.
Imagine the level of commitment, because she was like probably waiting for at least a dozen years, but she was like, once I get closer to death,
Nah, it's
I'm
not
gonna
that.
stab that bitch.
It's not that. It's more of a passion crime. Or not passion,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's
She slapped her to death.
it's another motivation. So the 89-year-old woman has been found guilty of murdering her best friend more than 5 years after the crime was committed. So she was 84 at the time, in 2015. And
Not much of a difference, if you ask me.
Yeah,
but okay.
yeah. In the article, there's a photo of her being helped to walk in the courtroom. So
Okay.
it just boggles my mind. Basically, this granny killed the other granny because she was the heir to some of her fortune, and
Oh,
we
Fucking
have
shit.
the granny that was killed. She read. So basically, their names is Clara and Suzanne. So Clara killed Suzanne, and
okay.
Suzanne was a childless widow, and she written Clara in her will for 70% of her everything, and 30% going to a cousin. And also,
Okay.
Clara was also have already been gifted about 3,100 euros by the friend.
300,000.
Yeah, 3,000 euros.
Which is about
Three-
what,
no,
$400,000 or so.
300,000. I'm sorry,
Like,
300,000. Yeah,
$400,000
yeah,
or so.
about that. Yeah, and
So let me see if I got this
they
right.
found
So
her.
she killed her to get all the money, basically.
The
I mean,
granny that was
70%,
killed
okay.
was found in a pool of blood. So
Okay.
basically, I think she stabbed her. It doesn't say, but I think she stabbed her because
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
like, if you're standing in a pool of blood, there's not that many options.
I don't think you're
think there
actually
are,
attacked
but-
by the guy earlier, like one of the push-ups if you're in a pool of blood. And this
Yeah,
guy is so
you-
professional that he's just moving your internal organs around. So you're just,
No, you would have your skull crashed.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I was saying. That he leaves no marks. He leaves no traces. He's so good that he just punches you in a way that he's just moving your brain and your internal organs that they're just fucked up. Boom.
He has the touch of
Boom.
death.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And he gets into the court and doing push-ups. Do you
Yeah.
have any proof? Yeah, those aren't my knuckles on his face. No.
My knuckles are way bigger than what he has on his face. If I would have hit him, his whole face would be swollen, so
blown
not just
out.
the eye. Okay, and
Yeah.
the granny,
And
the
the
the younger
motive was-
granny.
Yeah, the motive was that she was gonna change the will, and she didn't want to lose the money, so she
She's
killed
gonna
her.
change the will.
Yeah,
What will?
Suzanne had her will written that when she died, 70% of what she owned would go to Clara.
Oh,
And
right.
then she told her she's gonna change the will. I don't have the percentages or if she was removed
Right.
entirely, but Clara said, "No, bitch, you're gonna die now."
Jesus. Fuck.
And yeah,
Did she get the money?
Man, you're 84
no.
years old, for fuck's
yeah,
sake. And,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, holy shit, you're 84. What the fuck do you need that money? You're not gonna do anything with it.
what's your life expectancy? 150?
I mean, I get it. You might have another 10 years, but you already have the money from her. She gifted you
Yeah,
like
Yeah, and
three-
whatever she might leave you with additionally, still.
Yeah, but maybe
I don't know.
the
figures,
younger
but
granny.
If you get 300, let's say $400,000 out of nowhere anyway, so chances are that whatever is left, anyways, should be
Yeah,
bigger than that.
yeah.
So like,
But
whatever,
man,
bitch.
just to
Yeah, but
commit a
what
murder
if-
at that age, it's
I think she got
Fucking
bored.
shit.
oh
I'm
yeah, that could
84.
have been the case.
I'm 84 years old and I didn't do anything with my life. I'm gonna murder Clara
Fuck you, bitch! Give me my money.
or Suzanne. I don't know.
Jesus, fuck,
Suzanne,
bro.
Clara was the killer.
Yeah.
She was, imagine her argument, in front of the Jew. She was already like dead. I mean, it's not, her name wasn't Suzanne anymore. Her name was Deadent. Okay, that's how close to death she was. It doesn't matter what I did.
Omae wa mou shindeiru.
Nani?
Nani?
Man, you delivered that line perfectly. That was
Thank you.
fucking perfect.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, absolute perfection.
Next up on
Oh.
the list, we have the cancer of journalism.
Oh, okay.
Lifestyle
The
advice,
sun.
lifestyle advice, and dating advice.
Oh, it's the Portuguese one.
A Portuguese man mentality. How good is dating a Portuguese man? Would you like to know more?
Absolutely, absolutely. I wanna learn how to fuck Portuguese, man.
After this article, I'm gonna be in stage 4. Okay.
This
gonna
is the
need
last
chemo.
episode. We're done.
You're gonna need chemo, man.
No,
It
it's happening. You know.
Looking for a new Latin lover. What makes Portuguese men such great lovers and why you should date a Portuguese man?
Can you stop teasing me and tell me?
Women all over the world dream of Latin lovers. They're the romantic interest in plenty of chick flicks and women's literature, and many women of all ages to pine for a summer romance with a younger, hotter, and of course Latin lover. But what's the big deal? Whether it's Latin America or Spain, Portuguese, Italian, and French men in Europe, something about being tall, dark, and handsome translates to women from all over the world. Whether it's the sexy Latin languages and the accent that comes with it, the fact they treat their mothers and sisters like queens, or the chivalry
Like
that seems
bitches.
to have.
Yeah, I'm in stage 2 right now, so I don't know how much.
You interrupted me, you fucking cunts.
I'm sorry. Please continue. I'm very erect now. Sorry.
Yeah.
My blood is in my dick at the moment, so I can't think properly.
Or the chivalry that seems to have died out in most Western countries. They haven't visited Eastern countries.
They shouldn't. To be honest, they shouldn't. Anyway.
There is something about Latin men that has given them a reputation as the world's greatest lovers. But what is it about them? Number 1. Age is just a number for Portuguese men. Portuguese men
for
are
everybody. I mean,
Portuguese
I don't know.
men are extremely close to their mothers and other female family members. The time they spend with them helps them to see older women like people rather than on the shelf or past it like in many other cultures. Portuguese and other Latin men are more likely to seek an older woman, especially someone who will take a more caring role. What do you
But
say
man, it's
about
something
that?
you know what's the catch with this argument? The catch with this argument is that it starts from the premise that older women anyway they're being looked at as being trash in general, but it's just the Portuguese men that they don't do this.
Yeah, I think
It's
this is
so bullshit.
this article is like they don't have enough
Jesus
women
fuck.
over there or something because they're like, hey, look how great we are. It doesn't matter if you're old, young, whatever you
Actually,
are.
it might
You
make
know?
sense because it says that they're spending a lot of time with their mothers and sisters. So, like, I'm
It's
not
like-
saying that they don't have enough ladies, but they choose to spend their time flirting with their mothers and sisters.
I think this is the first dick ad that I've seen. I haven't seen dick ads, so
It's like the portugalnews.com. So they're like doing an international thing, like, you know, come here, just bring women. We're lonely.
Fucking shit, bro. No, I mean, I like Portugal. I really think it's a special place from what I've heard about it, but this sounds like bullshit journalism, man.
Yeah.
Absolute trash. That last argument with the women, like how they actually, they go after, they have no issue with the older woman. What's the issue in the first place?
I don't know.
You're not special. You're just making it look weird, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Looking for love with younger Portuguese men is easier than you might think, even if you're looking for an attentive, committed, and Latin lover. That's like the 20th time I've read Latin lover.
Trademark.
I'm gonna
TM,
have a
the
stroke by the end of this article. Number 2. Commitment is more important than romance. Portuguese men don't have the same reputation as Italians and Spanish men when it comes to romance, but don't let that be a turnoff. Portuguese men are still 1,000 times more romantic than most American men. Fuck you, burgers. It's like they insulted 3 countries in like 2 phrases. Not like those slutty Italians and Spanish men, and not, cold like the fucking Americans. Like Portuguese. Mwah. La creme de la creme.
They want to promote their dick, not the other dicks. So.
And while they might not shower you with roses every morning, they will always pull out your chair, hold open the door, and cook your dinner in the evenings. As many women know, romance isn't everything, and some Latin men have a bad reputation for being unfaithful or unable to commit. But not Portuguese men.
Not us, man.
Not
We're totally
Portuguese
different.
men. Where they lack in romance, they make up in commitment. And once you're committed to a Portuguese man, he'll remain faithful, shower you with affection, and make sure you feel loved every single day.
Man, this sounds like that guy in high school or general school or whatever. That he has his eyes set on every girl, bitch, chick, whatever you call it. And when she's breaking up with her boyfriend, he's there, I would never do that. hoping to, get a sniff of that clam, let's say. Fucking shit. I would never. The other Latin guys are bullshit.
Yeah.
I would actually treat you well just to fuck you and leave you in the street. But we Portuguese, man, we'd never do that. The fuck are you on about?
It's contradicting itself in the same phrase. Like they're not known for romance. They don't do romantic shit daily, and then they say that they'll shower you with affection and make sure you feel loved every single day.
Yeah, they know how to write, man.
With affection. Depends what affection is in this context.
Yeah, but one thing they didn't say, I think I saw like 4 or 5 years ago an article about some UK scientists that made like a statistic. Basically, the statistic said that the Latin men, basically Portuguese, Spain, French, even Romanian. I mean, we know Romanian, but that's another story. Italian, they tend to beat their wives more than I don't know how to say it. I don't know, English guys, Northern guys.
Saxo German countries.
Yes. So the Latin ones are more, I don't know.
It's that fiery blood.
Yeah, they have a tendency to beat their wives more than the other guys. So I don't know how to put it that way. Yeah, he will love you and he will shower you with affection and then with a punch in the face.
And then punch you right in the fucking mouth.
Imagine if that guy from Belgium, from the court, was Portuguese and he would show up in court and be like, see this gun? I didn't do nothing. See this gun? She would be dead with this gun, and he would point to his dick or something.
No,
he would get it off. Look at this gun.
If he was Portuguese, he would have been like the 4th wife, but none of them just divorced them. They all died.
They died under mysterious circumstances.
Yes.
Okay, shit.
We found her body in the ditches. We don't know how she got there.
And then the news, hey man, you got 4 wives and all of them are dead. Yeah, pretty much. But you're 35. Yeah, but see those guns?
Do you even live, bro?
Man.
I'm sorry, bro. They're just so small and I'm so big. I just touched them on the face. I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing.
And number 3, which is another ad for Portuguese men. Open, trustworthy, and intelligent. What makes Portuguese men great?
Oh, come on. I can't stand another one, man. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be fast.
Come on.
Portugal offers a much more relaxed way of life than the USA, and it shows in the people. Long, lazy lunches at work, weekends at the beach with the family, and an entire evening dedicated to cooking dinner are all normal for Portuguese people, and they'll help bring that level of relaxation into your life too. As family men, trust and being open are among the most important things Portuguese men aspire to find in life. Education is extremely important in Portugal, so don't be shocked if your Portuguese partner knows more about the US politics than some US politicians do. Ayo,
It's not
burn.
that he's smart, it's that you're very stupid, maybe.
It's in their
I mean-
nature to want to know as much as possible and share their knowledge with others. Due to growing up in such open and friendly family units, Portuguese men are extremely open and are unlikely to learn about big secrets later down the line. Portuguese men are happy to speak about past traumas, family, aspirations, and secrets on a first date. So if you're looking for that level of openness in a relationship, what are you waiting for?
Unlike the other men in general that they like to speak about cunts, hoes, side chicks on their first date.
Do they have a 900 number there?
No.
I just want to call
900,
them.
900 Latin lover.
LatinLovers.com.
It's basically an ad for why you should go to Portugal and just get a man from there. Apparently,
Jesus
they're
fuck.
getting
Bro,
so
I'm not,
desperate.
'cause that's the thing that I've heard about living in Portugal and Portuguese society in general, that they're kind of relaxed, man. You know, they have this slow rhythm in the way they live their life, which is cool. But I mean, I think it's kind of the only thing that I agree with from what I've heard and know from different
Like,
people about
you
Portugal.
can't say
But
shit about a country as a whole. You can't say shit about the city as a whole. You just can, all the men from Portugal are awesome. I'm gonna,
absolutely.
I can browse the news for 2 hours and find all the murderers and rapists and,
No. They
like-
were infected with a US malware. Okay, it's not Portuguese man. They don't do that.
And yeah, that was the
Their ransomware protection was not the best. They usually don't use protection anyway, but it's just US malware.
that was the lifestyle advice that we had for today. I hope you've enjoyed it.
I hope now.
I got the stage 4, man, as I said.
I hope your depression now deepens because you can't be like or with a Portuguese man.
You cannot reach the level of a Portuguese master
Lover.
race. They're gonna invade the world, take all the women, and all the other inferior men are gonna perish in their own urine and shit.
Not only all the women, but they're gonna take all the moms and sisters as well.
These are women as well, you weird
No,
fuck.
Women are women, sisters and moms are other kind of people.
There are 4 genders. Man,
Yeah, men, women,
mom,
sister,
and sister.
and sister. There you go.
Yeah, but fucking shit. What level of bullshit?
Oh my God.
But I mean, it's so obvious that it's directed at the US. Like,
Yeah. It's like we need some American women's over here.
yeah,
Just need
exactly.
some of that sweet US pussy. I
They're
don't know.
smart, sweet, and gentle, unlike your brother in Alabama.
Usually it's cousin, but okay. I think,
Stepfather.
yeah. Step lover. Step Latin lover if you want.
Fucking shit.
Oh man.
Such level of the bullshit.
And then I would also like to go quickly through a piece of amazing history from the UK. We have the incredible tale of the Weeping Tom. Do you have any
what?
Weeping Tom? It's like
The
Tom.
incredible tale of the weeping Tom.
Yeah. It's Tom the name, Thomas, Tom,
Mhm.
and whipping from the whip, when you whip someone.
I'm thinking of two scenarios. So
He
there's
only
either
whips women, or he only
no
whips
man,
men.
You were right the first
no.
time. Yeah. yeah, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Whipping
But no,
thumb.
I was thinking the context. I was thinking it's either a guy that was in the circus back then.
No.
No,
No.
okay.
Whipping thumb was the nickname given to two sexual attackers in London and the nearby village of Hackney. Both would attack women walking alone and beat them on their buttocks.
With the whip.
Wow.
Great piece of history, man.
Thank you, man. Now I understand why the Germans didn't win the World War II, man.
And I just wanna
Makes
go
sense now.
the one from 1712. That one was using a whip, a rod, but the original one, apparently there was also one in 1672, but that one isn't all that registered. So I'm gonna say for the one in 1681. So
Okay.
this guy, let's say the original, was active in the Warren
So the one in 72.
1681.
Oh, okay, so the one in 91, because you said 72 as well earlier.
1712 is like
Oh,
1712.
1712.
And
oh,
then
okay.
the one I'm
Okay.
talking about is 1681.
Yeah, so there's a gap, yeah, okay, of about
Okay.
30 years or something, okay.
He would wait in the narrow and dimly lit alleys and courtyards. After approaching an unaccompanied woman, he would grab her strongly, lift her dress, and slap her buttocks repeatedly with his hand before fleeing. And the best part, he would sometimes accompany his attacks by shouting "Spanko."
What the fuck, man? I don't know,
Spanko.
bro. Spanko.
Spanko.
My germs.
And he attacked a very large number of women. I don't have a number, but the people started doing like vigilante shit, trying
Yeah.
to trick him. Men would dress up as women and walk around at night just to get the dude. In 1681.
Fucking
So
shit. I imagine him being like some sort of a John Wick of weeping, of spanking asses. You know, he's a man of commitment and sheer fucking
Spanko.
will.
So that was the piece
Jesus
of history from the UK. I found this
Amazing.
and I was like, quality shit posting all the way back from the 17th century is just.
And can you imagine that only? I mean, there is that popular Joe Rogan joke, but I think it was so fucking intelligent. Can you imagine that just 4 or 5 years ago, we were just, a fucking mess in the medieval age? Because I always hear this shit, like.
Yeah, like 400
I
years
kind
ago.
of tend to agree with it. You hear that melancholy, like, oh, things were so great in the past. What the fuck are you talking about?
The Black
things were so
Plague.
great in the past. What things?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
at this
feel
stage, everything that you have from a medical perspective, infrastructure, services, goods, whatever you want to call it, everything's the best that it can be at this stage.
Everything
you don't get
is
it, man.
awesome.
The fuck are you talking about?
It would have been awesome if you're like an emperor, a king, like royalty. But even then, you could have gotten like murdered, like assassinated for being rich.
And then you got the cold, and then you die in 2 weeks. So
yeah.
that's
a mosquito bites you, and then you're dead.
They didn't
There
have
you go.
condoms. I mean, the very
They did have condoms.
The very first condom, yeah, it was
sheep intestine.
sheep guts.
Yeah.
Sheep guts.
Imagine the smell.
What the fuck was so great? Things were so great in the past. What the fuck are you on about?
It's that you live to the ripe old age of 35. I saw a banana once through a window. It looked awesome. It was a full life, and then you die.
And it's even insane when you're thinking about the whole, feminist movement, let's say, because it started to kick off like when about 60 years ago,
Yeah,
which is like
something
the
like
age
that.
of our moms, maybe. Like,
Close. We're not
imagine
there,
that
but
60 years ago there was still a lot of. I mean, I think we've made fucking huge progress, in the
yeah,
meantime. But
yeah.
still, I hate it when I hear that shit. People, are just so clinching into the golden age of the past. What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I would live in the 80s because I like the music and it was fun and not
Yeah, but
everything. And the world
And I would
wasn't
live
dying.
at this stage. I would live in 2018. To be honest.
16. Just before Harambe died. That would be.
Harambe before Harambe. You're right. You're right,
Yeah,
man.
that's when everything started to
Before,
go to shit. After Harambe,
yeah,
everything went to shit. If you think back on it, that's exactly what happened.
that's a fair point. I mean, maybe we can have our own conspiracy theory that Harambe was actually from the future and he was killed by some alien reptiles, whatever.
Maybe he was the second Jesus, and we
Yeah,
killed him
why
too
not?
fast,
I mean,
and he
if
didn't
God is
cleanse our sins.
everywhere, if God is everywhere and he can be everything, why wouldn't he be a
Harambe,
monkey or a
a
gorilla?
primate. Yeah, exactly.
No, and that fucking kid, that was Judas, man.
Mm, exactly. He betrayed Harambe. Fucking bitch.
Exactly. I mean, he got, how Judas in the past, he got like 30 coins made of silver. This kid got about 30 gummy bears or got fucking
3
knows what.
months of Netflix for free. A 2-month trial to Spotify Premium.
That's your Judas, man.
Oh my god.
2020 Judas.
Okay, I'm done. I pass the ball back to you, Mr. Horia. I'm gonna end with Spanko.
That's
dude.
how you also that's also what you're saying after sex. All right, I'm done. I had the ball. I'm gonna end with the Spanko.
Shut the
Sorry,
fuck
man.
up.
Shut the fuck up. Don't say this publicly, okay? I trusted you with my secret.
Horia, tell us, what do you bring from Turkey?
Yeah, we go to Turkey this time, and then we have basically one guy that has a different kind of protest, and then one lady who got scammed. And then I'm gonna start with the lady because the story is so bonkers that I was like, how can this happen? So basically in this context of pandemic, she had like a beauty salon or a beauty center. I don't know how it's called, with those things that get you your skin tanned and I don't know, nails and shit like that. So she had like a very big beauty salon, and then of course, because this context of the pandemic, it was like it was closed for several months. She decided that she can. She posted on, I don't know, a Turkish site that she wanted to give the furniture that she has there like in a rental. So she rented basically the furniture.
So she rented the furniture and the equipment.
Yes, and then she was getting like 10,000 liras. I mean Turkish liras. I don't know how this.
I think that's about $1,100 or $1,200. It's about $1,000 and something euros.
$1,300.
Okay, yeah. So this much she was getting on a monthly basis, and then after maybe 3 months, I think the restriction in Turkey they were just loosen up, and then she went back to get her furniture, and then when she got back to the place where the beauty salon was, it was empty. And, and then all she found was a piece of paper that has a phone number on it.
Okay.
And then she called the number. One dude just answered, and she was asking where are all my shit, and he only gave her an address. She went to the address, and then she found all her goods. But the thing is, it wasn't that guy she rented to. It was another guy.
What?
And this guy bought them from the other guys. Basically, she got robbed.
She got rickrolled.
So she got robbed. They
Yes.
sold the shit, but they still
Yeah.
gave her money like a rental each month for 3 months to cover
Yeah.
the tracks.
Yeah, about 3 months she paid her, and then it was like a weird coincidence when she said that, okay, we're not I want my shit back. So
What the
probably when she asked for her equipment back, they just steal it and sold it.
But
I don't know.
it was all
Or
planned
maybe-
because
or
they
maybe
put the
they
phone number
sold
at
it.
the place.
I don't know. It was like, and then she said that this is my only source of income. I have nobody. I struggle alone. And then that's the sad piece of the news. But I was wondering what was their plan? Why would you pay her? Just steal it, sell it, and that's
Yeah.
it. No, they just paid her.
I think it had something to do with covering. It either had something to do with covering tracks, like they were buying time to make sure that they wouldn't get caught somehow or
But
tracked down.
why give out the number and then the address?
But that's the only catch and that's why I was thinking that there are two possibilities. So the first one where they were buying time to, build their cover their tracks, or the second one, maybe they had afterthoughts, like
They were feeling guilty.
initially. Yeah, exactly. Initially, they got the goods, whatever, furniture, equipment, and they sold it. And then afterwards, somehow in the process, there was guilt that intervened. And they were like, man, fuck it, what do we do? So they just left the
Yeah,
number
but-
there, and they maybe thought like, if she's gonna call, we're gonna tell her that, her equipment is with that guy, so whatever, maybe they're gonna sort it,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's
it
fucking
might be that
weird.
guilt. It might be that guilt kicked in. I
And
mean, they weren't killing.
I don't understand how this would help her.
I mean, it wouldn't, but it helped them
Because-
to kind of make them feel better with what they did.
That
let's
dude
say.
is not gonna give it back. He's gonna be like, no, I paid for it.
Yeah,
And you
absolutely.
can't sue him because he didn't steal it from you.
But
So-
I think it's
The
kind
fuck
of like
happens?
when you're trying to quit smoking, and then you're like, I'm just gonna have one. It's not exactly smoking, I'm just gonna have one, but it's still smoking. So maybe that was, it was in a way kind of the same shit. Yeah, we did a bad
Weird.
thing, but maybe it's not that bad if she can still kind of, not track us, but
We
track
can
the
still get to
actual-
heaven.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe that's what happened. That's what
It's-
it was. The third option would be that somehow, depending on how she found the number, if it was right in the door and very visible, or if it was just laying around, maybe they were just incredibly fucking amateurs somehow. Just
Like,
it
oh no,
slipped
oh
out
shit.
slipped out of their pocket or
I
whatever.
dropped the number from Shari.
I don't know, man. But it was like interesting but sad in the same time.
Yeah. And weird. It's weird That's shit.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's like,
Fuck
yeah.
tarts.
Yeah.
Deep shit.
Deep shits. Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then also from
Nuggets.
Turkey, to give a little context, I think it's an older story, but I don't know how old, probably 6 months, maybe a
Her
year,
age
but
is on the clock kind of story.
no. And then maybe, I don't know, 6 months, a year old. Basically, the context was that the Turkish government, to just obey to European Union laws, they introduced a tax for plastic bags. You know that we have it in Romania. So for every plastic bag, you have to pay a small amount. It's really small, basically, but you have to pay it. And then one dude, he decided to protest. He didn't agree with this law, and what he did, he took his donkey and he went shopping.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he went with his donkey in a supermarket, and on each side of the donkey you can just put like a really big bag,
Yeah.
like a textile bag. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
yeah, so he did that. And then when the supermarket security asked him, why are you doing this? You can't enter with a donkey. And he said he pretended to be blind and said that was his pet. And he also protests against the plastic bags. I was like, man, why would you take a donkey?
Oh, I can see. It's my seeing donkey.
It's my dog. What do you mean, donkey? No, this is my dog.
This is
Donkey. What?
No, this is the dog, man.
Fuck them plastic bags. Look what they did to my dog.
Like, man. And he pretended basically everybody knew that he was protesting, but
nobody cared.
I was wondering how dumb was the security guard that he believed him that a donkey can be a seeing eye dog or something like that.
Hey, look, you can't risk it. You can't risk it. What if he was blind? Then he would have been a dick.
He obviously wasn't, man.
But what if he was?
Man, I mean, if you would got in there with a dog, let's say, maybe he would have bought it, but it's a fucking...
It's a donkey, man.
Where do you live with that? It's a pretty large animal, let's say.
I'll send you a picture.
What the fuck is
It's
that,
like-
a pet?
It's like a big dog.
But it doesn't bark.
Maybe we can use it as as part of the whatever YouTube channel, but we can do this picture as well on this segment, the picture with the donkey of the donkey.
I just send it
So
to you.
everyone else can see.
Do we have the donkey?
Yeah. He has
Show
a-
me the donkey.
Show me the donkey. Oh my god,
I mean,
that's beautiful. I love it. I love
donkey
it.
was pretty chill, man. So
Is that on our WhatsApp group or?
yes.
Oh yeah, is there?
Man, he's so fluffy. And he isn't
Yeah,
that
he's
big.
so cute. He's so cute.
It's
I
like
swear.
a big dog.
And
you
he's
know?
embarrassed. Look at his face. He seemed embarrassed. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Ahmed, again. Jesus.
Jesus Christ. It's always
Jesus.
something with you.
Yeah.
Protest this, protest that. Leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me the fuck alone. Inshallah.
yeah.
Oh my
So-
god.
Yeah, Turkey has delivered, but not really like the other countries that we covered so far.
It was a slow news
Slow
week.
week. slow week. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a slow week in terms of weird, funny
Basically,
stuff.
I
Shit.
searched in Greece, but in Greece there was like a lot of sad shit because uh, there were riots because of this pandemic. There were
Yeah.
riots about LGBT community. I don't know. I didn't read
Why?
because I don't care. No, I don't care. I didn't read it. And then they had like an earthquake. I
Oh
mean,
man.
several weeks ago, and they still covered this story.
I
So
mean, I was just thinking about the LGBT riot. Who are the rioters? If they was it LGBT
no,
side
it
or
was like a protest. It was like a protest. I
it
don't
was a
think it was
protest
a
against the
riot.
LGBT community?
No, the other way around. The LGBT community
them.
was
Oh, okay. Because
yeah.
I was thinking if it was the other way around, that would have been funny as fuck, given that they were fucking like crazy back in the day.
Yeah, I know. It was like very ironic about this
Yeah,
LGBT
exactly.
shit. Yeah, I know, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
imagine being Greek and being homophobic.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly,
holy
man.
shit.
Exactly.
When your
Like that.
ancestors was like, hey boy, let me suck that dick. Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
They
I don't know, man.
didn't.
But I didn't care as much, so I didn't just actually read it because
Yeah.
it was like rioting, protesting, earthquake, rioting, protesting, earthquake. I was like, yeah,
It's like
fuck, I have
most
to
of
leave
the
Greece.
news when you look at the news is the tragic shit
Yeah.
all around the world.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's
And
either
political shit also.
serious,
A lot of
serious political shit usually, yeah, or tragic shit, and I'm like, really, is this the best way of selling? I guess the other best way of selling news is sex, but then you end
Yeah.
up with stupid bullshit like the Portuguese shit. So
Hey,
yeah,
you need to get yourself a
like
Portuguese man.
it's so hard to find humor
stop
in,
being so
in
salty.
news nowadays.
You need a Latin lover.
I
And
need
then
the Latin lover.
you'll enjoy life more. And you won't bring such hate in this wonderful, amazing
It's not
podcast.
hate, man. It's not hate. It's just
Teach us some
you
swear
have
words.
to know where to draw a line.
Use that passion for the swear words. What do you have for us?
Let me tell you.
Mm.
Yeah, but it will be hard with the pronunciation. But okay, we're gonna try it.
It's always hard.
I mean, in French, it wasn't that hard, but
I mean, it is for me because I don't speak baguette.
In you, it wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Anyway. So it's Bulgarian. I was thinking that, since I'm looking for Bulgarian news every week, hoping to find another, interesting, funny piece. I was like, okay, why not? Let's learn to swear as one. Now, I found an article about 10 things. So it was written by a Bulgarian. It was written by a lady, Anna Elova. And I found that to be so fucking cool, that she basically wrote this article about 10 things that Bulgarians say when we are pissed.
Nice. Let's hear it.
And I also loved how she did it, because she also explained the context in which, everything is used, every one of these swearing, sayings, whatever. So the first one, I think it's so funny, man. It's translated in English is, I made him piss gas. Which is like gas is it's fucking gas, and piss is a fucking liquid. So what the fuck is that even supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
So it goes like, and I hope I'm doing this, right. It's nakara goda pikegas.
Nakara goda pikegas.
Nakara goda pikegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the explanation around this one is you want revenge. You want the other person to feel livid,
Oh.
to nearly die from his own poisonous emotion. Hissing gas is
Oh.
probably just as burning and painful, and it will do.
Okay.
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 Very descriptive for a swear word.
Yeah, it's a lot of backstory, you know. It's like burn your enemies.
Yeah, exactly. Make them piss gas. Fuck
Oh,
their
shit.
corpses.
They're intense. They're intense.
Now, the second one you might recognize because we also have this in Romanian. Now, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with our societies, I guess.
I mean, we're neighbors, so don't you think we can share some swear words?
We're basically the same divided by a small river.
Yeah.
Danube. It's not small, but anyway.
It's just a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's small if you look very far away, so
From like Mars. So the second one is buy candles with it. And it's Kupi zveshti. Kupi zveshti. So Kupi zveshti. Like
Okay.
I guess you make it like Kupi zveshti. In the way that the explanation is that you are riding a bus in the city when suddenly you realize your wallet is gone. A common Bulgarian curse is to imagine you're telling this pickpocketer to go buy candles with your money, the kind of candles we light when somebody dies.
I see. So
You
we're
know, like
going for the religion.
Buy yourself candles with that shit, you know? And kill yourself, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, they're Orthodox too, so
yeah.
I mean,
but
they light candle when.
I don't think. Do we actually have this saying?
Yeah, absolutely. We have this saying. Yeah, buy candles with it.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
you know, you're like, let's take the scenario where I'm, giving you some money, then you refuse to give it back to me, and I would be like, fuck off and go buy candles with it, and whatever. I'm not gonna see the money back, but go buy candles.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. Like,
yeah, I didn't hear it either.
And I've heard some shit. No, I didn't.
I've heard it a dozen times.
It's like maybe it's from the Moldovan area.
I'm not sure if it might be something there. Maybe
something local.
Maybe I'm not sure.
But that's it's it's on par with the country, being religious and all. We like swearing about religion as well. So
yeah. I mean, I
so piss gas and buy candles, and then light the gas on fire with the candles.
That's one of the challenges, with news and with going into, trying to find weird shit or weird habits or, weird celebrations or whatever in different cultures. Some of these shit you don't find them on the internet.
Yeah.
Don't like. I was thinking about this Romanian, and I think you know that one. This Romanian swearing where it's like, I'm gonna make myself skis out of your mom's cross.
Yeah.
Like mom's cross, the way of her cross at, her.
It's only for Orthodox countries, because Catholics they have like stones for the graves.
Yeah.
They don't use crosses like we do.
I'm gonna make myself a skateboard.
Yeah.
Tombstone.
And I think the Jewish people uses like a tombstone.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's right. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's kind of different from the.
No, I think Christianity is the. I don't know if it's the worst. I don't want to get there.
Let's just continue with the list and leave it at that.
We'll go to religion in another podcast. It's a wider subject.
Religion wars from Europe.
Fuck your God. Abandon your God.
There's
Anyway.
only one God, and it's me.
Mario. It's me, Mario.
Oh, man. You're your own god.
Yes, I am.
Not you, but the others.
Yeah, the other you.
The other.
Continue, please.
So, okay, thank you. It's fuck, the word fuck, and how it's used with 100 variations. Now, the word itself, it's ebasi.
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 It sounds classy for a fuck.
Yeah.
And its frustrating emotions can go out of your mouth with phrases linked to the beginning of life.
Ooh.
Okay. Just add ebasi in front of any Bulgarian word, and you can express your anger towards any any person, object, or situation. Now, here comes the part where I think everyone around the globe can get offended.
Holy shit.
Hear me out. No, I mean anyone, whatever.
Besides Bulgarian people, right?
No, them included. That's the thing that I love about this swear word. It's Maika. Maika means mother, was voted as our favorite and most beautiful word, and yet we use it in the most when we curse, ebasi maikata, which is like, fuck your mom. Ebasi maikata.
The second half sounds like Romanian.
Yeah, like your mom.
Fuck your mama. A classic. A classic.
Yeah, but
It's a classic. It's a classic, man. You can go into any, country, culture, I think.
and then fuck their moms. Okay, yeah, you can. Moms and sisters, because if you go to Portuguese people,
it's
Yeah.
moms.
moms and
It's moms.
sisters. So
It's moms it's universally accepted as, you that gets you offended.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's mostly if you're a man. I don't think I've ever heard women getting in arguments like fuck your mom, and the other one be
Yeah.
like, you said what?
Is the patriarchy.
Yeah, exactly. It's so fucking
Oh man. Ebasi
So-
Maikata.
Ebasi maikata, yeah.
Nice. New vocabulary.
Unlocked.
achievement unlocked, swearing in Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I can go over the fence. Ebasi this,
The
Ebasi
small
that.
river.
The small river.
Over the small river.
it is the fourth one is pumpkin head.
Pumpkin. Okay.
So
Now, the
this is the
explanation that
translation,
I thought
basically.
it's like pumpkin head because you're stupid, whatever.
Uh-huh.
The explanation, I think it's kind of the same. It's just weird how she decided to put it here. It's best used to describe dumb politicians with fat, hollow heads. We have a few of those here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that this is a stereotype, and if you go to Bulgaria, you realize this is not a stereotype; it's a fact. Basically, a lot of Bulgarian men, they have like massive heads. And I'm not joking, man. I think you both of you went to Bulgaria.
I didn't.
Okay, when
I
will
did. I wish I didn't.
Am I right? Don't they have like these
Man,
these
that's the
massive
thing
heads?
that I don't remember. I
Oh,
really
okay.
don't remember. So you might be right. I really don't
He
remember.
erased those memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. When you go there, because it's like a saying here in Romania that you have like a big head like a Bulgarian. It's like a southerner saying because
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
from your south, where you're from, because I've never heard that.
Village.
okay.
In the tree you came from, I don't know.
Probably, I don't know. But when you go there, you realize this is a fact. It's not just a stereotype.
Okay, so they have huge heads. So that's
Not like
pumpkin head.
huge, but it kind of makes sense. This swear word like a pumpkin head.
And how do you say
Okay.
it in Bulgarian?
Let me see. Just have to scroll up a bit.
Just
It's
a tiny bit.
Tikvenik. It's one word. Tikvenik.
Tikvenik?
Tikvenik. Yeah.
Tikvenik. Eba si tikvenik. Easy.
Easy. It sounds rather cute than a swear word. Tikvenik.
Tikvenik. Eba si tikvenik. I feel like I'm just asking for a piece of bread or something like.
It's like howdy, you know, it sounds like howdy.
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 You know?
How you doing, old sport?
What are you doing, champ?
Now the next one I think in a way a lot of us heard it. Let's say if you know bad parenting was involved.
Mm.
And it was for most of us.
For a lot of us, I mean, I don't want to say a lot of us, but whatever, bad parenting, let's say, was involved.
Okay.
Let's say it
I'm
for
curious.
most of our generation.
Yeah, I think it's a common theme. So in English, it's you won't become a person. Now, you know what I'm getting with this.
Yeah.
I think I'm missing out on this one.
Oh, you can fuck off.
Fuck you and your good childhood that you had.
Fuck you. So, I mean, there's a lot of words going on here. It's Niyama dastane човек от теб.
What, you lost me?
Man, you sound more like Hungarian language than Bulgarian language.
I know fucking Bulgarian, Horia, so you don't know Hungarian either. Fuck off. But there's a lot of words. There's about, 6 words. It's
Can you say it?
What?
Can you say it again? That's what I was trying
Yeah, it's Niyama dastane човек от теб. I'm gonna repeat that. Niyama dastane човек от теб.
Няма да стане човек,
It's
да
stane.
стане човек от
Теб.
теб.
Yeah,
Holy
the
shit.
foreigner brattle. The shit brattle.
Let's try again because we can do it. It's Niyama dastane човек от теб.
Няма да стане човек об теб.
Oh, it's от теб.
От
Fuck.
теб. Няма да стане човек от теб.
Amazing.
Mm.
You see online classes, they can work. Okay.
They do work. Fuck you, United Parents.
Exactly, fucking maggots. So it says Bulgarian parents say to their teenagers who prefer to play computer games instead of memorizing text from their school books. Okay,
My favorite
boomer.
time.
Yeah. Teenagers, of course, say deal with it, ebasi. Deal with it and fuck off. So the 6th one. Now that's I mean.
Are we getting into weird shit?
Not exactly weird, but the thing is that given the description, it made me think of BMW drivers. You know, it's not like, you know, Audi drivers or Mercedes drivers or, you know, other brands drivers can't be fucking idiots. But I think it's generally accepted that there's a huge chance that BMW drivers, you know, they might be idiots.
Is this another rant?
No, it's not another rant. So
beginning to look like ranting.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Like ebasi.
Ranting.
So it's beetroot,
What?
the
Beetroot.
word beetroot, and I think in Bulgarian it's chukundur.
Chukundur.
It
Sounds
sounds
like
like
Turkish.
Turkish. Yeah, it sounds like Turkish. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Let me just put it on
Chukundur,
Google Translate.
chukundur, chukundur.
I'm not sure. Maybe they have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a voodoo.
Hey, basi
voodoo.
chukundur. Hey, basi chukundur. Oh my
Let me.
God.
So that's. Let me Bulgarian.
What?
So that's Bulgarian and English. But
And now you'll hear like chicken or something like weird. Like shit.
Probably.
how do you?
I mean,
Okay.
you.
Como
No, I
se...
think-
Voice output isn't available for Bulgarian. Listen, I can't listen. Voice output isn't available for probably even the guys at Google. They're like, you know what? Fuck this.
Fuck this.
You know what? We're not gonna translate this shit. I mean,
So
we're
anyway,
gonna translate it, but we're not gonna say it this way.
The explanation for this, and you'll see what I meant by BMW driver, is chukundur is someone who stops in the driving lane to go out and buy cigarettes or parks in disabled spots, blocks you and nearly bumps you or escapes the traffic by driving after or before a speeding ambulance. It is too easy to get or just buy a driving license in Bulgaria. So in my head,
Okay.
it's BMW driver with a BMW from like 1560.
Or you. And now...
I don't drive a BMW and I don't do that shit.
Okay. If you say so.
I think
What do you mean
would.
by fucking okay?
I think you would if you had one.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I
was-
drive the same without one.
And he's triggered.
That's why I'm saying.
That's the thing.
It
That's the
doesn't
thing that
matter.
I don't park on disabled spots.
Because you are
and
disabled.
Technically,
I don't stop.
He
and
does
block an
have the little
entire
permit
lane.
that he's disabled because of his diabetes, so...
that's what I'm
But
saying. Technically,
that-
he is.
Technically, I am disabled, but basically, you're still more disabled than I am. So
Yes.
I don't know
Yes, but
know.
also no.
where that's placing you in this. But no, I don't drive like that. There's a,
Yeah, I just said it to
certain
get you
type of a
triggered. Holy
douchebag
shit.
that drives like that. Yeah, it triggers me because I don't do that. You fucking bitch. I don't do that shit. Like
Just
driving after or
move
before a
on,
speeding
move.
cab.
just move.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, let's move on.
Mission accomplished, man. Mission accomplished.
Oh my...
Can't even fucking. Anyway,
Okay.
You're mad.
Breathing.
Ah.
now here comes the seventh one. It's never get rid of handyman.
This is like a saying or a swear word?
Yeah,
It doesn't,
no,
it doesn't
it
sound like a
look-
swear word.
doesn't look like a swear word. It's just on this list for us to
Okay.
enjoy, I
Okay.
guess. So I don't know. It doesn't sound like a swear word. It's just on this list. We can avoid it altogether if you want to, and just move on to the eighth one
Mm.
on this
No,
list,
no, no.
which is
So the saying is basically like, you know, don't give up your shit, something like that.
no. It's never get rid of a handyman. It's like if you find someone that's good at, painting a house or
Okay, okay.
fixing the pipes or whatever. He's a good
That's-
plumber.
It's like the
Never.
one we have. Don't give the sparrow in hand for the crow on the fence.
Yes,
Something like that.
Yeah, but
Yes.
basically that refers to something that you have and you trade it for something
it's
that
more,
you might have.
It's more, it's about, don't give, let's say, an opportunity for a certainty
Yeah. Okay.
kind of thing. But this one it's not talking about an opportunity or a certainty, but it's
Like,
talking about
keep the
like
good
don't get
thing.
rid
Yeah.
of good people, that
Okay,
they're good at what
gotcha,
they're doing and
gotcha.
provided you with a good service.
They're not ebasi. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
they're not pumpkin heads. Or maybe they
Chukundur.
are because they're Bulgarian. So
So I'll get to the next one, which is you are as stupid as an ass. It's very simple.
Very nice.
as
very
a
simple.
what?
As an ass.
Oh, as an ass. Okay.
Have you never heard
Yeah,
of an ass?
No, I heard that, but I thought he said nas.
Nas.
With with an N, just
Lil
in the
Nas
same.
X.
Yeah, that's
let me mass that ass.
that nas.
Let me ask that mass.
Is
So
it like
in Bulgarian it's tupsikato goose. Tupsikato goose.
Tupsigatoguz?
Tupsikato.
Kato.
With a K.
Okay. Tupsigatoguz.
Tupsikato goose. Goose.
There's like
It's a
tipsy,
pretty.
tipsy, cat in Italian, and then goose. That's it. Easy. Easy languages. Multilingual
online-
fuckface.
Online classrooms, they work. Okay.
They just work.
They just work. A pretty self-explanatory phrase for someone whose head contains as much brain as his other end. Okay.
Hmm.
And the next one, I think it's empowering, man. Actually, I mean, I have to read the explanation, but I don't know why it should be a swearing. I'm not sure if it's empowering or it's actually degrading, right? So it's like this. I'll make 2 cents out of you.
Not sure. It's like you're
Exactly.
worth something or you're worth almost nothing.
I think that the second one has 2 cents, man. It's never a lot. So
Depends if you're in India.
yeah, but even in India, 2 cents, let's say out of $1, I mean, probably it can buy you like a piece of bread. It won't buy you a house or something. So
Depends.
depends on the house. You can
A mud hut.
Funny thing about what 2 cents can buy. I was on this sales call, man, with a guy. I'm not gonna give his name, but his name was very close to Chewbacca, let's say, and he's based in South Africa. And this guy is so proud of South Africa, which I respect. I respect it. I appreciate it. I think I haven't been there, but I really think that place looks amazing. Africa as a whole, I really think that it looks amazing. Too bad, that it's filled with corruption, poverty, and so on. Crimes. I mean, the crimes are just a consequence of corruption and poverty. So this guy, I was on the call with my British counterpart, and this guy was like, I like South Africa so much, I would never move into the US or the UK or the what he said, EU. Yeah, EU. I wouldn't move into the EU. And I was like, okay, I respect that, even though it's kind of a bit petulant of you to say this, but okay. But then he kept on going.
Of course he did.
He kept on going, and he was like, I've received pictures from my colleagues there in the UK, and the weather is horrible. I would never move there. I was like, okay, he's getting into the offense phase now. British guy.
He's right, basically.
He was right, you don't say that, but he was right, because the counter argument would be, Oh yeah, I've received pictures of dead bodies in the street in South Africa. I wouldn't like that either. So but then he kept on going. He was like, here, it's the lifestyle. The lifestyle is okay. I was out of a job for 6 weeks, and 6 months. He said, sorry, I was out of the job for 6 months, and I didn't feel much of a difference. But then I've heard in the UK it's very hard to keep your lifestyle and standards. Of course, for fuck's sake, Chewbacca, because here you can actually get a choice. It's a choice. Maybe you like to eat shrimps, you'd like to eat pizza, you'd like to eat rice, you'd like to whatever the fuck. What's your choice there? Breadcrumbs?
Or die.
Racism.
No, it's not. No, it's not racism. It's just an economical reality.
But it's not a reality.
Okay, I'm gonna look for next time. What was their culinary thing? Whatever looks, it looks like.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Next thing, his next thing was like, here I can buy the most beautiful house with £300,000. And then I had a colleague of mine from the UK. He continued to like, just fucking piss the British guy in the coat. The most, house, whatever. I had a colleague that he got in London a flat with, it's a 2-bedroom flat with like 500k. I was like, what's that? And this guy, after the call, he's calling me the British guy, and he was like, did you hear this guy? I was like, yeah, I heard him. And he was like, what the fuck was he on about? I was like, man. He just loved his country, let's say.
And he hated the UK and London.
The detriment of yours. I prefer my country over yours.
Splash, splash, your country is trash.
Like fucking shit. It's so funny, It's so funny to hear a guy from South Africa, because normally if you'd think about this argument, you'd be like, who said that? Was it the British guy that was actually taking the pace at the South African guy? No, man. It was the other way around. I think it's so funny. I was like, fucking shit, Chewbacca.
Oh my god.
We had
I'm saying Chewbacca not because of how he talks or whatever, but his name is very close to Chewbacca, So, yeah, I'll make the sense of you. Now, the next and the last one is literally write dick, like write the word dick, and run.
What?
It's not exactly a swear word.
Run, dick, run.
No, it's write dick and run.
Yeah.
As in write it on a wall
you
or
write
something.
dick. Literally, you write the word
The
dick.
word is dick.
Oh, I was thinking like run, dick, run. It's like something like
yeah, a slightly different one from Run Forest Run.
I was already intrigued.
I think it was funnier that way. It was like run, dick, run.
Yeah, man. No, it's it's right dick and run, which is like Pishikur Ibegai, Pishikur Ibegai. I think it's more like Pishikur Ibegai, it's like run, Pishikur Ibegai. I don't know. So for the context, how it's being used. During communism, swearing or criticizing the mother party in public was illegal and jail-threatening. But there was the public toilet, the free speech haven, getting away with writing which politician was a dick in between number 1 and number 2 used to be one way of venting the tension. Now the word kur can be Kur. I don't know. I hope I'm saying it right.
It's said with a K, like
Yeah, it's a K.
yeah. Kur.
Kur. Kur. Can be seen on dusty cars, windows, or on someone's building wall. So I think Kur is the dick.
Yeah, the dick word.
As Bulgarians always need to protest against something. Okay.
It's not like it was communism. They feel the need to protest something. Like that something was a fucking oppressive regime. Like, what the fuck? It's, I don't know.
Kur.
I mean,
Pishikai. Basi.
imagine Baka in this argument, I still wouldn't move there, brother.
Brother. Hello, brother.
I mean, his argument, the whole argument with Chewbacca, it started from the weather because I like, at the beginning of the call, I asked him, how are you doing? That was it. I mean, I didn't ask. There's that stupid question that I hear in some calls, from my Russian colleagues. Okay. And they're like, how is the weather there? Who the fuck cares how's the weather there?
How are you doing?
Like, yeah, it's so dumb, this question.
Just
it's so
when
dumb.
you get in the call, just ask, what are you wearing? Did you have fun last night?
What?
How was your shit this morning? Another good question you can ask.
When was the last time you masturbated?
Like where this is going.
Furiously.
No,
Vigorously. I heard a joke about it. That some woman complained about the man at work with the Me Too movement, and she said that the man walked towards her and he vigorously masturbated, and the comedian said that I know one way to do that act, and that would be vigorously. So,
I think that was Dave Chappelle. Yeah,
no,
that was
it
Dave
was
Chappelle.
Bill Burr.
Wasn't it Dave Chappelle?
No, it was. I know for sure.
No, it was. No, it was.
No, I've just seen it like 2 days ago. That's why I just remembered it.
Oh.
You just seen it again. Anyway.
You degenerate.
You degenerate.
Yeah. Man,
Right.
we had a great laugh today. We had a donkey walking in a supermarket.
Man, I'm so
the
tired.
Latin lovers.
Yeah,
It's
the
been
Latin
2
lover
hours.
cancers. Yeah, it has been 2 hours.
It has been
If you're
2
listening
hours.
to these 2 hours, thank you. I appreciate it. Listening to these other 2 donkeys.
Talk for yourself.
Wow.
I'm a Latin lover.
Jesus fuck.
I
You're
identify as Portuguese now.
the opposite of Latin lover. You're more like close to
A
a
chubby lover.
Norwegian old killer.
Fuck you, okay?
Fuck
You
you.
look like that guy with Spanko.
Spanko.
The whole I identify myself with movement.
With
I'm on board
Spanko.
with that. I'm on board with that.
With Spanko?
I'm on board with that. No,
Okay.
You don't. As long as you're not enforcing that upon me, and as long your expectations is not for me to be on board and
With
call
what?
you whatever you want to be called. Okay, so hear me out. If you want to be called and you want to identify, or you're identifying yourself as a Latin lover, I respect that. I call that, but don't expect anyone else to call you that. Okay.
So you're a jealous bitch. That's what I'm hearing.
He's
I'm not
ranting
jealous.
again.
Just saying that I'm gonna call you that.
So you want to call me that, but it's only you that gets to call me that.
Yeah, and it's
You want
not because I'm
exclusivity.
jealous. Because if anyone else would look at you, they wouldn't be able to call you that.
That's correct.
Let-
So
Latin what? No, man.
no,
I don't think so.
no.
Panko.
Guy.
Spanko.
It's more like
Latin donkey.
a dork.
Latin dork, yeah.
Latin dork.
The chubby Latin. I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah.
That's my
If you-
sexy stage name.
If anyone is listening right now, thank you for being this late with us. I mean, 2 hours. You did great.
Spanko.
Yeah, you deserve a spanko.
You get a free Spanko if you hear this.
Oh yeah. It's all
Oh,
coming
yeah.
together.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you for
Yeah.
tuning in,
Thank you,
Thanks.
guys.
and we'll
Thank
see
you,
you
everyone.
next time.
Thank you.